Hello everyone, and welcome to Tier 2 Oro live here at I don't know how many there are, but this is our first of maybe a couple, or this might be the only one of the season, of our 100% race, where I think we'll have some people joining during qualifying, but currently we have 16 drivers out on track, and it's a very long outlap here, so I think we'll have enough time to run through all of our reserves and whatnot, but it just looks like we do have only one reserve for this race, and that is the man we are on board with, Bug Jump 70 for the Williams. I think we have some people missing. I don't think Royal Duck will be joining us in the Kick Sauber or Raven from the Haas team, so it looks like we'll only be getting definitely 18 drivers for this Grand Prix. You know what? Well, actually, I should pull up the map so I can actually figure out what's happening. Looks like it'll be Juicebox. He'll be starting his lap first. But what I will do is, while you guys are looking at the menu, I'll pull up our drivers and our constructors standings. As in the background, Juicebox is starting their lap, but we will hang on just for the moment, so I can try see if I can add an image. Add source. Add a new source. Blah blah blah. Done. Oh, it's very big. Here we have the drivers standings up. I'll go back into the game. But as you can see, Pierce Bomber leading the championship. Oh, and Juicebox spun around just as come back into the game. Destroys a brake board. Looks like there's an Alpine that was near him. Must have been Guga. Yes, it is. It's like Guga will be the first one of our drivers to finish one of his laps. Oh, I might make that a little bit smaller. It's a bit big. Hopefully that's... You guys lots can all see that pretty okay still, but... As you can see, Pierce Bomber... Oh, Guga's coming up to I'll cover him. It's a... invalidated lap, I did not notice. Oh, no, it is. We're lagging 43.5. As he's the first one to set a lap. First one pole position. That looks like a... Who is that? Rapper Mickey starting a lap by the looks of it. It's a McLaren coming up. It's Sparks. P3 for the McLaren. Our race winner last time out at Japan. It was he's a driver you expect to be there, but oh my bad. He wasn't even pushing, but looks like he's pushing this lap, but he was the driver last time out that how do I explain this? He's like you expect him to be up there, but H. Mewburn in the RB, and then quickly done by SNF Wolf. He was the championship favorite at the start of the season, but as you can see on the driver's standings, I'll go back. He's currently P3, one of our 4 race winners. Been very even playing field this season. 4 race winners in the first 5 races, and that's just gotta say, RB Drifts goes to the forefront. Someone who I'm surprised hasn't gotten a win yet. He has shown a lot of speed and well, not really consistency, but he has shown the speed. He just needs to improve that consistency across the racing. And Pierce Bomber into the P3 with a 43.3. Currently in the championship by 12 points. He'll be looking to extend that championship lead today. We'll see what he can do. It looks like Guru's going into the pits. I think that'll be Rapid Mickey coming up to the line to complete his first flying lap. P3 onto the second row. I think it's Sparks, though. He's finishing his lap. First one with all of his deploy. P5 for our last race winner. And who's that? That's one of the Red Bulls coming to the line is Com United. That's what he can do up to the line. P13 doesn't look like he was pushing that much. Yep, full battery. It's gone for a push lap this lap around. It's an RB coming up. I can't tell. Is he going on a lap? Yeah, it looks like a second push lap for HMU Burn on this set of tires. Oh, in the background is that just like one of the Alpines. Not low on fuel. Yeah, I think that's for everyone's first run to the session. Oh no, the Astons though, they're coming up. Who's that? It's J-Man, the first of the Astons. Let's see what J-Man can do. Currently sitting P9 in the championship. So what he can do. All his deploy has been used. A little bit squirrely coming out of the last corner. P10. The driver currently sitting P9. But looking once again at the championship, that top three has absolutely gapped the field. But it'll be hard to tell. I think this 100% race will just solidify who's the most consistent in this field. Who's got that pace. Spicy on a lap. Spicy, I think, is on a lap, but he's used all of his deploy a little bit too early in lap. This cost him heavily going into this last sector. Let's see, will he complete the lap, or is he going to be diving back into the pits? No, he's going to complete the lap. I'd say this probably cost him about half a second, so if he can sort something out. Yeah, so that probably cost him half a second. I wouldn't be surprised if he can utilize his ERS better. He'd be in that top 5 conversation. Looks like, yeah, I was supposed to say, Communai up to the line for a first proper push lap. P10. Both Red Bulls inside the top 10, which is something I wouldn't say. But Baker, after his good performance last time out, has made his spot into a full-time seat, which is good to see. Reserves finding their ways through good performances into those top seats. But H. Muburn, no, he's not on a push lap. Let's see. Who's the next on lap? Looks like it's an Alpine or a Williams. It's a Williams. Bug Jummy. I think this'll, just like the first runs, he'll be our one and only reserve this round, coming out for his first attempt at a second run. It will be interesting though to see how many tires they use, because around here it's a big tire circuit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see every strategy can work here really. It's just how you can perform. So, you can stretch those mediums to lap 30 and get the softs to the end, or you can stretch hards to softs, so you can stretch softs to medium, soft to hards. Every strategy works. It's just gotta get your lap right, everything like that. But one only reserve going on for their first push lap, or second push lap, might I add, of the session. See if you can improve on that 146 dead. Really nice return one. A lot of stability in this car. Let's see what they can do going up through the Radiant Rouge sequence. Oh, a lot of batteries already gone, so that's another thing I like to add whenever I'm looking at these tier 2 boys. They are very greedy with their ERS at the start of a lap, but Carmen Price was already 2/10 up on his original Delta. So you can do through this second sector, down this hard braking zone. It can be tricky. You can wash out the fronts, because all the load from your front tires goes away as you drop down the hill. Through No Name he goes, just staying in track limits there, nice and neatly. Didn't look like he's pushing too hard. Little lift through the long left. When it comes to the last chicanes of Sector 2. Absolutely, keeping off those curbs because they can send you sideways if you hit them wrong. Really easily. Staying just in track limits. It's a bit off, but it's about a second up. This would put him ahead of Juicebox currently, so let's see what he can do. Through this last sector, yeah, he might, if you're smart, he should back off his battery, but looks like he's going to be using it all. Oh, he's smart. He keeps a little bit of deploy in. Unlike some others we have seen so far. Let's see what he can do up to the line. Still deploying the tank. Still using that ERS. It's a 7/10 improvement. Just off Juicebox in P14. Who's next up the line? Looks like a Haas driver. Fine Strike starting his lap. It's an RB. Yeah, that's an RB coming up to finish their lap. Spicy. 4 laps on his tyres. He should be coming to the pits, I think. No, he's still pushing on. Might be trying to see what the tyre wear's like on these tyres. Maybe they've not done too many 100% races. But Sparks. No, Sparks is starting his lap. Guga starting his lap. I think Juicebox is coming to finish his lap. No, he's coming into the pits. It's a Williams. No. Yeah, it is. A Williams of Milan. Previous pole sitter, he has proved he is really good over that 1 lap pace. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him near that top 10. I wouldn't be like, this is not where I expect him to be at the very least. His one problem this season has been his race pace. He's just racecraft, and the pace has not been where his 1 lap speed is shown. So it will be interesting to see what can happen. Sparks. Severe contact with Spicy. That his front wing is end plate's gone. Spicy doesn't seem to have any damage. So multiple bad things happening to Sparks. Not what the McLaren driver wants to see. Going wide. But as I've missed people coming across the line, Rapid Mickey 42.608. Currently on provisional pole. Let's see, will he be coming back to the pits or doing 2 runs, or will he make a mistake just like the Mercedes team did in F1 Esports in the last game? Hope it's not the case for Lindsay's sake, but we will see in due time. That's a Haas coming to the Fire Strike, putting his first lap on the board. Still P16, they're very close to the pack, which like you want to see at the very least if you're last. Coming out, starting one of his laps. Guga finishing one of his laps. He's kept that deploy. Unlike some other people, he's in done, but he's burning up to the line. All the deploy is used. It's a 2/10 improvement up into P5 for the Alpine. Man, that's United. No, Baker starting one of his laps. It's Milan, I think it was, that we were on board at the start of the lap, and it's it must have lost a lot of time. It's Broadstock coming up to the line. P12. Aston Martin's looking at the 6th row of the grid. If my math serves me right. Pierce bomb up. Nah, he's down on his lap time. J-Man, yep, coming up to start one of his laps. Is this Wolf? Oh, he's just doing a couple preparation laps. Let's see. Let's go down this order. Is anyone else trying to set a competitive lap time? United is. Let's see what he can do. No, he must have backed out. I'm actually very not observant. Anyway, we can brush past that. Guga pushing again. No, he's not. It's Baker pushing. Yes, he is. I haven't seen how he's gone through that first sector, but he's low on fuel, so I don't know whether he's this might be a last lap push. This might not be able to make it back to the pits in time. Let's see. Keeps it valid. Going into sector 3, he's 2/10 up. This would put him P8, position ahead of the sister RB team. See what he can do. Keeping that deploy mode all the way to the line, which is, I've got to say, at a track like here with this large back straight, you just got to keep that ERS deploying all the way, or you lose massive loads of time. See what Baker up to the line. The reserve turned to Red Bull. It's a 3/10 improvement, P8, ahead of the sister RB team. And then we see Both Astons going slow with Williams going past, who's on another outlap. Bug jump 70. Wanting to make sure he gets that lap in, no impeding. He wants to be the first one to set another lap. I think he's gone through all 3 sets of his softs, so I know it's still a 100% race, but he's still putting wear, and I don't know if he'll be able to make a soft strategy work around here. Let's see. As a flurry of cars exiting the pit lane. Oh my Jesus. Let's see what'll happen. Let's see how he negotiates this traffic. He's still pushing hard. The Mercedes ducks out of the way. Let's see what the McLarens do. They just stay in his way. One gets out of the way. The other one gets out of the way. Looks like a nice, clean run down through this first sector for Bug Jump, who is dead even with his time. With this first sector only being 1 corner, I'm not surprised that he hasn't been able to make too much of an improvement, but on his previous time and what he has been able to accomplish. But let's see. A lot nearer than what I have seen him through down the hill. Now let's see. Just double checking. United. He's actually going for another lap again. So we can do. No, still half a second down. Spicy on that lap. Oh, he's actually going to be that first one to set a lap. I think. Oh, his juice box. They're all going everywhere. Oh, no. My bad once again. It'll be RB Drifts who'll be our first one to set a lap. Wait, no. It's Mewburn. Scratch everything I've ever said. But I'll it's right on board with Mewburn as he completes his last qualifying lap, I presume, for the session. Then dived back into pit lane, bailing on the lap. I need to invite someone, I think. Need to invite my teammate back. Well, let's see who's coming up next to finish their laps. RB Drift's only good enough for P2. It's an Alpine coming up. It's Kizzy, but he can't improve on his lap time. It's the Williams of Bugman coming up. He can't improve his lap time. Rapid Mickey 2/10 up, trying to solidify that pole position. His teammate, no, teammate cannot do anything about it. He's 3 seconds out, and Mickey bottles the last little bit. That won't be an improvement for him. But J-Man, I think he's next to come up to the line. Yes, he is. He's 5/10 up. This will put him neatly into the 43s in P10 ahead of United. Let's see what he can do. It's P9 out of both Red Bulls. And I was going to say both McLarens coming to the line. And that's Sparks. Coming off the win last week at Japan. Into P1 he does go. Nice showing from both McLarens. So I think it'll be a nice and spicy front of this grid. Because I got to say this is a big driver's circuit. With the long lap. But we'll say these are big gaps in qualifying. I would not put that down to pace, because a lot of mistakes can be made in this lap. But Sparks, he will not be starting pole, but he does get pole without getting pole. With a 5-place grid penalty, he drops to P6. But I'll put Rapid Mickey and I'll be drifts on the front row with Dustin F. Wolf and Spicy second row. Pierce Bomber and Sparks on the third. As we go down the grid, we got Guga, Mewburn, J-Man, Baker, Com United, Juicebox, Broadster, Milan, Kizzy, Bug Jum, and Firestrike. Rounding out our drivers. Now, this will be an interesting race. See what everyone picks for strategy. Guess we will see. It's like a dry race. That'll be good for the drivers. They'll be loving that. Oh. What's happening? Apparently there's a red flag. So I think that'll be mean Sparks will be put into P1. So yep, I guess that's happening, and I won't be surprised if we started crashing at the start, but 5 red lights. Let's see who's seen the Discord message. A lot of drive-throughs, I'm assuming. A lot of disqualifications. Yes, everyone is crashing. Yes, many DNFs through the fields. That's half the grid out. Nah. But we'll be back shortly, chat. We'll be back. And, yep. See you in a sec. Well, everyone, we are back. We'll be getting underway in the next 7 seconds, as you can see, back into the lobby. Oh, scratch that. We are going in right now. And, honestly, I've got no idea what the grid will be, but we will see in a second. We'll be able to see, if anyone's forgotten their setups, if somehow, for some reason, it's raining now. It will all be fun and games to see what unfolds going into this race. So, and it is raining. Oh, I commentated curse the field. It's raining now. Let's see the carnage that will unfold. See what will happen. With everyone putting their setups on, I'm guessing some people will be adding some wing levels. And I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, by looks of it, looking at this grid, it looks like Sparks is back on pole position. A lot of different variables compared to what the drivers were expecting, but at least they have the chance to put their it is through 5 red lights, and they are out. So this is turn 1. They're 4 wide back in the pack through turn 1. They get through. Oh, just, and that's who's that off. That's Spicy off onto the gravel. But let's go back to the front. Sparks had a great jump away, and Bug Jump, for some reason, is in the lead. I'm guessing that will be sorted in a second. Or it's a problem on my end. But there's, plenty happening in the back. Five Strike is out. He's collided in the wall. It's a virtual safety car. No one was expecting this. Just push 10-second penalty with severe collision with Bug Jump. Oh, it still keeps happening. It's look at our positions. Gained and made. Oh, Milan and Kizzy up a whole lot of positions. Up 5 already. Mickey was able to get in front of Sparks before the virtual safety car came out. Spicy's gone. And, let's see if I can get her back in real quick. Spicy's gone. That's not a good way to start his race. I should have him added. Don't think I do. I'll have to add him at some point, but look at that, enters the whole race or not. Virtual safety car is still happening. Spicy, I don't know whether he's back in. He's not ghosting, so I'm not too sure. They're back underway. It's green flag racing. And off they go. Sparks, he's trying to get close, but Spicy might still be in AI mode. Not too sure about that one. Sparks. That's a send from Guga. Just getting a wheel side by side with RB Drifts, and they're side by side back through the pack. But as they all come out single file, and it's Rapid Mickey leading the first lap of this race. And if I'm not mistaken, he has not won a race so far this season. So let's see what does happen. There's been a big split in the pack. Gives him Baker up more positions. As Spicy falls through the pack, and I'll let him know to add me because he's not showing up on my end. But more positions happening back in this pack. Spicy's creating a big kerfuffle. Going super slow with his AI. That's created some big gaps between these front runners. Spicy close to falling near to the back of this grid. Let's go back to the leaders. Rapid Mickey, it looks like he's put on some more wing. He's been able to get away from Sparks through this slower section of corners. Let's see. So up in this last sector, looks like Sparks, I don't know whether he's burning a lot of ERS or he's just got that lower wing, but he seems to be gaining a lot through this last couple of corners. See what he can do. Going up, oh, he's right up the diffuser of Rapid Mickey. See if he can, if he'll send it to the bus stop chicane. No, he doesn't. He holds off. But that's SNF Wolf going up the inside of RB Drifts, as it was. I'm pretty sure Wolf gets pushed out all the way. Hopefully that's not a warning. If not, he'll probably get removed. Does Guga see an opportunity? No, he doesn't. All this is doing is bring Piss Bomber into this fight. SNF Wolf pushes RB Drifts off for good measure, giving back what he got. That's opened the door for Guga to bite. There's been more contact. RB Drifts fighting for his life. Back in the pack we go. Baker has made the move on Kizzy to lead this second group of cars. Ooh, I think it was Milan or United getting squirrely after the Erosion Radion sequence. RB Drifts trying to get past SNF Wolf once again by the looks of it. Onto the curb he goes. Sparks doesn't seem to be able to have the I don't know if it's a setup or yeah, it does seem like it's a setup. He can get close, but he has not had the opportunity to make a pass on the Mercedes driver. So let's see what will unfold as they go through No Name. More action happening back in the pack. That's J-Man. Had a big scare. Must have beached on top of the curb and gone straight. Lost a bunch of positions. As Spicy's off the session again. Not what the RB team wants. Let's see what Pierce Bomber can do as he's caught up. Now to this kind of stretched out, but still together. Front pack. I think that's all of his championship rivals are basically ahead of him. Except for Spicy. His one championship rival is ahead of him. All the way up in P3. And so he's going to try and make it 3 for 3. It's still very early in this race. Lap 3 of 44. Jeez, this is going to be a long one. With them running 2-minute lap times. This will be a long and hard-fought race if it doesn't dry out. Rapid Mickey fastest on track. He'll be able to just get that gap out to Sparks just a little bit. Sparks using all the turn 1 apex curbing. It's Pierce Bomber. Oh, it must have made a little bit of a bubble. It was 3/10. Now it's stretched back up to 1.5 seconds. It's right on board with Guga. Trying to catch the sliding about drifts. See what he can do. Oh, the 3-second penalty for warnings already. RB Drift is going on the move on SNF. Oh, contact. Guga utilizes that. And I think RB Drift just sent it in too hard. Wolf gave him just enough racing room, but he just sent it in too hard. And he went straight to Wolf and understeered. But RB Drift looks like they have a very racy car, but he's just struggling to get those moves done. Just like same with Sparks. It looks like he's closing in once again. Spicy rejoins. Sparks, he looks to be closing in once again on Rapid Mickey. This battle for P3 is still not over, but if we go back in the pack, Kizzy and United battling at it. Is United going to go for it? No, he's not. Camera angle just misperceiving, but maybe the perspective is not what you want to be seeing. Anyway, I'm really struggling for words. We're only on lap 4. It's not good. But anyway, They're super close. Kobe United. Looks like this track is constantly improving. More sliding. Kizzy out wide. He'll have to readjust, reset, and maybe come back off to Kobe United again. See if we can retake that P8 position. Let's go up to this battle for P3. They're all stacking up behind Wolf. Does not seem to have this pace. Maybe he's got a dry weather setup on. It might be drying up at the end of this race. We will see. But Sparks, he's getting awfully close to that Mercedes. Off. But look at that Guga all on the back of SNF Wolf. Let's see. Will he make the same mistake as RB Drift did last lap? No, it's a nice clean move from the Alpine driver. Up to P3, and that's an incident happening down through the pack. I think that was Milan. Yes, I think it was. But a moment through Radio No Rouge. Jumping up to the leaders. I think that's Rapper Mickey on a bit defensive. Trying to fend off Sparks. Sparks is all over the back of him. Maybe his tires took a second to warm up. Sparks, Milan out of this race. Oh, he's just in the barrier. That's a safety car. Well, this race is already going to be a long one. Looks like it'll be even longer. So, don't judge me, but I will be using these, a bug jump with a drive-through penalty, speeding under the safety car. Oh, jeez, and now Juice Box has gone by him. Well, not what the reserve would have wanted. Spicy. So I think this is sort of let's see what these top drivers will do. If I was back on the pack, Juice Box ignoring yellow flags, overtaking someone, which I think was bug jump. That's 2 lots of 10 seconds. I think he should just pit for Inters twice and get rid of those penalties. Let's see what these top drivers do. Wait, what's happened? I missed it. Guga. He's lost multiple positions. He's P3 when that safety car when it came out, I swear. And J-Man with a 3 second for warnings. Oh my, this is chaos in a nutshell. Everyone's staying out by the looks of it. Wouldn't be surprised if Juice Box ends up coming in. What do they do? Broadstar, faked him out. Juice Box, not wanting to come in to get rid of those 2 10-second penalties. J-Man coming in, probably to switch to a fresh set of tires. Which, on this game, any condition, new set of tires will always benefit you. But, what Spicy does, I think it's still an AI, yep. All the pack will, conform together while they're quote-unquote clean up Milan's car, which is already cleaned up, but the game keep Milan safety car for a couple of laps. That's RB drifts into the box. Guessing put another set of intermediates. Maybe try reset after those couple little incidents. We'll be seeing what he can accomplish coming back from the back of this pack. Maybe by the end of this race we'll be able to have a tire advantage and claw back any deficit that he has now gained. But I'm surprised Juicebox hasn't bit the box yet. Might be saving that for a later spot in this race. See, it is a what's the word? Well, there's a pattern of Mercedes and McLaren for the first 4 positions. I'll say something you realistically would see in the real F1 world after Red Bull's domination has now come to an abrupt, I wouldn't say end, but it's definitely slowed down a bit. Both Red Bulls in P6 and 7. It's a good uplift compared to their recent rounds. I think this driver I haven't really seen before, Baker, is utilizing this opportunity he's been given. And he's just trying to get this Red Bull team up as much as the order as he can. Try to have as much fun as he can, as he's not in this championship fight, but we'll see. I think safety car will be in this lap. Yep, safety car is in this lap. Let's pull up a telemetry so we know exactly when Rapid Mickey chooses to go. Let's see when he goes. I'm gonna be surprised if a lot of these drivers sit in none on this restart just to prevent that wheel spin in these treacherously slick conditions. With the icy ground. There you go. He's in medium mode. He's on the attack. See how much battery will burn on this first initial lap. Sparks getting close. See if there's any battling back to his field. Kizzy showing a wheel. Just can't get it done. Juicebox was showing a wheel. RB drifts getting on the AI. Spicy. Look at he splits as he can. Let's go through the Red and Rouge sequence. Rapid Mickey already burning all of the battery that he can. Trying to keep Sparks behind for as long as he can. Just as he did in this first stint. But Garuga, he's hot on the heels of this top 4. Make sure they don't get away. A warning. Oh, sorry, not a warning. A penalty for SNF for track limits. As Com United and Kizzy go side by side. Come out with no damage by the looks of it. SNF Wolf, not what he would want this early into the race. Proving that, yeah, he's here, but he looks to be pushing a lot. That looks like a mistake for Sparks. Exiting No Name, a big slide. This is giving a big gap to Rapid Mickey. Just so we can chillax, don't have to worry about the warnings. Oh, that was, I think it's Juicebox in the low positions, not the man. Not the way the Kick Sauber team would have liked his day to go. Let's tune back in to the battle for this lead. Well, really the battle for second place, as Rapid Mickey has left him for dead after Sparks' mistake. Battle for, really it's just second, third and fourth is what's going on. Guga has been dropped by these top 4. See, maybe it's just 7 battery, letting the race come to him, not trying to put too much wear. It is a very long race. And these 50%ers, it's kind of just all out pace almost in a way. Well, yeah, it's 50% tire wear, 50% of a race, but I know it's just different behavior. But yeah, as you can see, the pace is heating up with Rapid Mickey putting in the fastest lap of this race. And as you can see visually on the track, I'm not going to lie, I think the reins look a tiny bit lighter And the track is looking a lot drier on that racing line. Looking very quick through Radio Rouge. And SF Wolf is ready to put on this move onto Sparks, as they are all backing up. Even Guga's managed to latch onto this battle for second place. SNF Wolf up the inside he goes. Oh, and they're side by side. Still side by side. Will Sparks be beached on the curb? No, he won't. SNF Wolf gives them a nice amount of space. Oh, a bit of contact is made, but nothing, no harm out of it. Robin is racing. SNF Wolf makes a really clean pass. As clean as you get with a little bit of contact. Through into P2. Now Guga, he's looking to make an opportunity out of this. There was a flurry of cars as they all stack up behind him. Little moment there for Guga. A big moment. Looks like it lost a load of grip through the long left. It's currently a Mercedes 1-2 from a McLaren 3-4. Lindsay's will be absolutely smiling at this. Big opportunity for Mercedes as they have P3 in the championship after some poor results in the past couple races. Nice, but Guga, he's looking to eye up, making some more damage from the McLarens. We're at the top of this championship. See what he can do. But the Racing Bulls, the RBs, they are very much down the order. They are not looking too racy today as they have been in previous. Currently seeing P2 in the championship. Doesn't help that Spicy's been in his AI. His AI has been controlling the car for a decent while. Juicebox, I didn't even realize he has another 3-second penalty to his name. In this battle for second, looks like that'll be our interesting battle for this race. As Rapid Mickey, he's just got this set up perfect. He's driving the wheels off that Mercedes. Looks like it was gone unless Sparks has an answer for him. Makes a nice clean little pass. It's Guga. A little look. No, he doesn't. Let's go back to the packs. Any more side-by-side action? No, there isn't. Oh, Sparks. It's nice up on the curb. Probably lost a little bit of time. Aker with a 3-second penalty. Probably getting over that curb himself. Not what the Red Bull driver would have wanted. This looks like if you're leading this train for P2, you just don't have as much grip as everyone else. Your balance is not quite as nice when you're running in that clear air. Let's see how this will all unfold. Come United with a 3-second penalty. Both Red Bulls utilizing all their track limits warnings. And they've already got some penalties to their names. Let's see if SNF Wolf can make the move for P2. And awfully close. Sparks a little bit wide. It's right on board with SNF Wolf. Will he send it? No, he's not. He's been smart about it. Where normally everyone, this would be our halfway point, or nearly our halfway point in this race, but across the line, we've only got a quarter of the race done so far. Rapid Miggy, that gap has come down a couple tenths in the past couple of laps, but they are doing a little bit of DRS, not even DRS, just slipstream swapping. Looks like whoever's in the lead, they suffer a little bit through the middle section, but they're able just to keep it nice everywhere else. But SNF Wolf looks to be on the attack. Sparks goes defensive. SNF Wolf finds the gap. Sparks has a hold on that side. No, he doesn't. He goes to switchback, which he can't really do there. He's pushing him almost through the following corners. Doesn't beat you on the curb. That's what you like to see from every racer here at Sparks. That is a deathly curb. If you so much as graze your floor on top of it, you will get beached. Then Wolf takes the head of this train. The gap has opened up. As I talked about closing down, Rapid Mickey must have heard me and responded. As both McLarens are now battling, and Guga with a 3-second penalty. Jeez, wouldn't be surprised if we see some 9-second penalties come the end of this race. And if everyone, which means if a lot of people start coming away with these results. So yes, and if Wolf has been able to get past Sparks, he's able to keep it ahead as well. Unlike previous times, Sparks hasn't been able to just hold on to the back of him. And Guga now starting to close back into this fight for P2, with Com United closely following. And Rapid Mickey just doing a stellar job out front as it stands. So back to this pack. Looks like Broadster though, yeah, we just come back. Broadster looks like to be trying to make a move, or at least looking for the move. Let's see what can be accomplished. Broadster does not seem to want to go for that move. Cut back to Sparks, who seems to be closing into this first sector. Honestly, I still think he might be running that drier weather setup. As I was wrong, Broadster did go for the move. As they go side by side for a moment there by the looks of it. Broadster all over the back of Baker. Looking to make any move he can. As Baker goes off the track, perfect moment for Broadster to strike. The pressure got to Baker, and he runs off the track. Let's go back to this battle for the lead. Sparks, he's been able to close the gap back in. It looks like either SNF Wolf has made some mistakes, or whether his pace has just dropped off. So let's see, as Sparks, he closes all the way in. Everyone's backing up behind this P2 driver. Let's see what happens with these drivers. The gap has opened up a little bit once again to 6/10 SNF Wolf. There's no real close battles right now. Looks like a little bit of slipstream swapping, really. Not too many outrageous overtakes. But RB Drifts, let's go back to him. He's made his way through the pack up into P8 as it stands. I think he's closing pretty rapidly on Kizzy. He's already been able to claw down probably about a 10th in this last little bit of the lap. As Sparks and SF will swap once again, and RB Drifts is closing on into Kizzy. Kizzy with the penalty. Another victim of what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 penalty collectors this race. Looks like they're going. Oh, they fully about to go side by side up the front here. That cap was only 200ths of a second. Pierce Bomber looks to be over the place. Guga, he sees an opportunity, but just backs out. He drifts. As he's closed about half a second in this first sector and a bit. As Broadster and Baker make a position change. It's going to be very evenly matched on pace, but RB drifts. Ooh, he's looking for that move. He sees it. It's right on board. No, that's looking to make that pass. That's going to getting awfully close to this last couple of chicane. That gap has closed up a little bit up the front by a couple tenths the past 2-3 laps. So that develops. Drift still all over the back of Kizzy. Let's see, will he crack open the engine to full throttle? Kizzy with a big slide. Let's see, yep, there's no other real battles happening right now. We can stick with RB Drifts. Oh, as they go side by side through the normal flat left-hander in the dry. Now RB Drifts onto the sides of Cobb United. Bug Jump, another victim to the penalties here in the rain. SNF Wolf and Sparks have put a little bit of a gap between Pierce Bomber and themselves as they've closed the gap to Rapid Mickey. They thought, let's work together. Let's slipstream swap every single lap or two. I think we can catch Rapid Mickey if we just work together. I think they're both utilising their battery differently. That's why we're seeing the gaps form and close. But Guga, he's seen the Pierce Bomber be frantically slow these past couple laps, and he's trying to capitalize, but that's a smart play from him. He didn't want to send it too hard, but Pierce Bomber, he's giving him a good rough and tumbling, not making this move easy. See what he can do. Just a little nice bit of racing there. Guga cannot find his way past. And Sparks, he's found a second gear, and he is now after Rapid Mickey. I think it's about a second already. Or half a second, sorry, this lap already. It's a yellow flag. Looks like maybe Commune. Oh no, a bit further back in the pack. Looks like Baker, yeah, at a moment. First full time. First time in a full-time seat. Looks like there might be a bit of pressure getting to him, but nevertheless, this gap between Sparks and Rapid Mickey has fallen by just about half a second, definitely this lap at the very least. As Kizzy and Com United are going at it. I missed RB Drifts going by. But see, the gap's 3.5 seconds at the end of lap 15 for RB Drifts. Kizzy makes a nice little overtake inside and outside onto bus stop chicane. Gets the move done, and on he goes. But Com United does not seem too happy with that, and he goes for the move straight back. Oh, Kizzy with a lovely little switchback. He gets the power down better than Com United, and he gets the traction and the position. Let's see what he can do. Looks like they're both low on battery. It'll be Battle of the Wings. Oh, big little slide for Kizzy there. That has opened the door for Com United. A little drift as well for RB Drifts, just to solidify it. But Kizzy not wanting to relinquish this position whatsoever. Com United, oh, straight into the back of him under braking. Kizzy not too affected by it. Going to keep that position. As Guga now is also on all the way to the back of PS Bomber. So we can do. That gap is now below 3 seconds. The gap between P1 and P2. Let's see what will happen. See, are there any other close battles? No, there's not. This is the closest battle on track. I'm pretty sure. Oh, never mind. Com United is clawing up to the back. And they're going side by side. Oh, there's battles happen everywhere. Going from no battles to 3 at the same time. Guga is still all over the back of PS Bomber. PS Bomber using all the track to his advantage as he can. Com United up the inside. Not a place you normally see people go up the inside. But Baker with a 3-second time penalty. Kizzy and Com United still going at it. Guga under brakes. Little bit of contact made. That's SNF Wolf into the pits. I'm pretty sure that's Guga into the pits. Looking to use a set of fresh tires to their advantage. For some reason I'm lagging all over the place. I think RB Drifts did make a good decision. Actually, it's really dry and there's no rain. I just realized. Sorry for that, but I think we should look at these tires. Yes, it's hard. Slick tires are getting put on. SNF Wolf, Guga, Kizzy, Com United. They're all going for that little undercut on the slick set of tires. I think we should look this gap to the leader and see how these drivers fare. We'll go on board with SNF Wolf. 22.1 seconds at the start of this lap. It's about 3-4 seconds behind the leader. So I'd say if this gets down to about 18 seconds, that's where the sweet spot will be looking for him to undercut the leader. Oh, but look at that. He already seems to have a lot of grip. As much as one Inter would have. But he'll already have warmed up his tires. I think this Inters might start overheating any time now. Like I say, this will be interesting. It's 2.3 seconds though between Rapid Mickey and Sparks. But this gap to the slick compound tires has the tires have gone up a little bit. Seems like the Inters are still working a bit better in this climate. Kizzy and Com United still going at it. Guga, oh, still struggling a little bit. The yellow flag. That's Baker off. I think that's enough. I think this maybe probably get away with one more lap, but I don't think our top drivers will. Yes, they are all into the box. Oh, but the McLarens, they'll have to double stack unless... Yes, Pierce Bomber decided the double stack is worth it. Spicy with the track limits. Broadster with the track limits. They're all in. Will Broadster come in? SNF Wolf. Oh, that gap has come down by about 2 seconds. Broadster chooses to stay out. He wants to keep going. Let's see where SNF Wolf will come out. SNF Wolf, let's see if he's got the undercut. I think Rapid Mickey is still hold on to it, but will he undercut Sparks? No, he won't. But I gotta say, it might have been a lap too early. But his tires are up to temperature, and he is still on the move. I want to trust that gap comes down significantly in the next couple corners. So for the 3-second penalty for more track limits violations. Oh jeez, but I gotta say, if anyone here watches 100% leagues around Spa, you'll know that these mediums, they can be stretched all the way up to about 30-ish laps. So I think these medium runners will be fine, except these hard runners, depending on how well these medium runners look after their tires, the hard runners might better keep up. Because what I just realized, SNF Wolf, he's missing part of his front left end plate. No wonder he wasn't able to make up any time. He must have damaged it on someone earlier in the race. I didn't notice. Oh, heartbreak for SNF Wolf. He didn't get his wing. I think if he got his wing changed and fixed, he still would have been able to make that 5 seconds back on his initial outlap. Oh well, can't change the past, and onwards we go. It is now a 4-second gap between Mickey and Sparks. He's been able to get his tires alight just like that. Broadstar, who's yet to pit up 11 positions. And let's see, I'm assuming his lap times are going to drop. I think SNF Wolf, yes, he will be the first one to set a full lap on these slick tires. It was a 55-second lap time on the inters. See what it can be. It's 55 by Broadstar. Oh wow, I think the inters are still a little bit faster at this stage, because if we try switch to the fastest lap, yeah, Broadstar still holds it. They're still yet. I think this lap though will be the lap where the tires do get into their window. But RB drifts. Yeah, he's changing his wing unlike SNF Wolf, and he's chucking on the slick compound tire. That's what he can do, come back through the field. Rapid Mickey though in full command of this race. Let's see what he can do. Dog jump with a 55.560 back in the pack, but still sending really good commendable times. Let's see what will happen. It's the gap is growing between Broadstar and Sparks a little bit, so I still think those inters, even though they're super old, but I stand corrected. Sparks has been able to make his way through the corners back towards Broadstar, and Guga is on the hard compound tire. That might aid him at the end of this race, depending on how hard these drivers punish their mediums, but I guess we're still yet to see, aren't we? As we're just about to reach halfway point, DRS is enabled this lap, proving that the inters are definitely not up to pace as they should be. And there's an incident back here, isn't there? Baker is in the wall. It's a virtual safety car. Sparks with the penalty for track limits. It's all happened in this past couple laps. Broadstar utilizing this to come into the pits. I think it's a really smart move. He stayed out, waited for that virtual safety car. We're coming out in a nice little, I think, top 6 position. Which will be good for the Aston Martins. J-Man will be happy. Even though he's last, he'll have a driver. By the looks of it, in the top 6. Guga's also into the pits. Remember, he is damage. We will see in a very split second. No, he's just gone to medium tyres. Mustn't have, just thinking Fill up fresher tires. This will help me at some point. But Bodster on the hards, not a bad decision. They all go a pretty similar way. Guga out still in the top 6. Just had a Mewburn out of DRS. SNF Wolf right on the back of Sparks. And let's see, safety car will, well, virtual safety car will come in a brief moment. So there's Kizzy speeding under safety car. Not what the LP driver would have wanted. Baker's retired from the session. Oh, it's in the pit lane. Check up these penalties. SNF Wolf. Oh, and Sparks have gotten drive-throughs. So this kids. Oh, I've missed so much. I'm a very bad commentator. I need a co-comms. My brain's. Anyway, should be right. We'll tough it out. This puts PS Bomber and Broadstar into the top 3. Not a top 3 I would have thought would be happening at the start of this race, but that's just the way it goes. These drivers have to serve their drive-throughs in the next couple of laps. It'll be this lap or the next lap, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Wolf straight in. So is Sparks. And that puts Pierce Bomber into P2. And Broadstar soon enough into P3. Centerfold. We'll see how far he comes out. Just behind Broadstar. Guga, they're after him in the pit stop under the safety car. He's actually, with their drive-throughs, he has gained actually a little bit on this battle for the old P2. I'll be Drift showing his speed with a 54.6. Last lap of the race, Kizzy with another penalty on top of his drive-through, which now he serves. 13 seconds at pens. Oh, jeez. Not what Geordie will have wanted. They're in the top 2 now. They don't have penalties. It's going to be a very interesting second half of the race. I can't believe only half the race has been done, but there's gaps everywhere between every single driver, except for, I think, our battle 4P4. That's our closest battle on track. I stand corrected. Juicebox and Kizzy are going side by side, and what is this? It's Bug Jump and Spicy are battling it out. I think we should go to the Juicebox and Kizzy because there's actually 2 real people racing there. See what Kizzy can do. Passing Juicebox up the inside. Nice clean pass with DRS. Flashing, showing that they're conserving battery once again. And off they go on their merry way. Rapid Mickey with the fast lap of the race. Showing his pace. It's a big, big gap. Yeah, it's Olivia on board with Sparks as he follows. But, I'll be back in a split second with... Gonna get some water. And I might grab a snack. The rest is Olivia on board with Sparks as he follows. I'll be back in a quick jiff. I come back. Looks like Sparks has been able to make the pass on SNF Wolf. But Guga was setting the fast lap of this race. And there's that a push lap. Or is the speed there? He's still got 6 seconds of penalties though, so looks like Sparks is the one to lose it for this P3. As the top two are just absolutely gone away. Let's see what RB just can do, because it is still a very long race. But SNF Wolf making that pass back into P3. They're DRS training all their way up to Broadster. And Guga is having to do all the work on his very own just to catch up to these two, who are also in turn catching up to Broadster. So I say Guga here's had a bit of an unlucky race just by the looks of his pace now in the dry. It's definitely going to be a 50-50 race, wet to dry, so they show a whole lot of different speeds from these drivers in the second half. So looks like Guga though did go for a more dry weather setup, so he has found a lot of pace. But they are on the back of Broadster, who just gets out of the way. Oh no, he's not. On it side by side. Want to stay ahead. Or was he trying to go for that DRS? A little bit of DRS chickens going on. And SNF Wolf, he slots himself nicely into P3. What will Guga do? Now he's on the back of this pack. I'm going to say, love the Alpines. So let's see. Oh, a bit of contact. Oh, I actually can't do this to save my life. Guga with a nice switchback. Let's see what these top two can do. SNF Wolf's going to try pull the plug on this group and find his way away. Sparks, he's been put to the back of this back. Let's not where he wants to be. Even though he's got that penalty advantage, if he gets any more warnings, Broadster quickly puts that to rest. He's going to be super slow through the corners, I think, on those hard compounded tyres. I think he thinks this might as well be a 50% race, because with when he pitted, honestly, he should have just gone for the mediums. Yeah, look, he's got best tyres compared to everyone else, basically. Should just pitch for those mediums. Everyone else is going to be working on those mediums to the end of the race, completely fine. Maybe on that 60% wear, but the hards, I think they'll be at about 45 maybe, and don't think it'll be worth enough of an advantage. SNF Wolf though, he's pulled a beautiful strategy, pushing all the way. Let's Guga side by side, and he sent Broadster wide. I think he sent him wide. It looked like there's a little bit of contact. Maybe he just got held out to dry and he just couldn't handle with the grip. Offline grip, but who knows. Guga though is under pressure from Sparks, but I don't really think so. I think they're going to think about the long game, try work together for a lap or two, make sure they get ahead of SNF Wolf, who seems to have a little bit of more superior pace at this point in the race, and Rapid Mickey with this first penalty of the race. And I'm going to say, you got to be careful not to get another one, because if Pierce Bomber's still rocking if he's still rocking zero warnings, who knows. The gap is slightly coming down. I swear it was a little bit over 7 seconds. Now it's a tiny bit under 6. Might be pulling a 10th out of him a lap, maybe. You'll see. So they've clawed their way back on to SNF Wolf's page. And I think they've just only dropped Broadstar out of this equation for the top 3. They can do. The gap is a little wavering though between Sparks and Guga. Who knows? Maybe Sparks doesn't quite have the pace at this stage of the race, but who knows? Maybe he's just trying to save tyre, save ERS, a late race attack. Who really knows? But you know what I am seeing on this map? A nice little battle between Juicebox and Kizzy as they come up through the Radio No Rouge sequence. Kizzy's put a little bit of gap on, but let's see what Juicebox can do. DRS wide open. A lot of closing speed by the looks of it. No, it's just a little bit too far away. We pan back. This battle for P3. Guga and Sparks closely following SNF Wolf. Slipstream working a treat. Let's see what they can do as they head through the bus stop chicane. The last chicane of this track. To the 9. 47.6 for Wolf. Oh, I didn't quite grab the other laps, but they did close a whole lot of time. I'll be drifts up the inside of Mewburn. No time wasting. He's using those fresher tyres to make any sort of gain he can. He's got about 13 seconds though to this battle for P3, so we will see how that will unfold, whether he can gain, but who really knows. Guga though, he's fighting for that P3. Let's see what he can do as they go further into this race. They've utterly dropped Sparks, who I thought was going to be a shoo-in for this win, but looks like the other McLaren is the challenger. He's dropped off a bit. It's like that thing will be a little bit hovering around 7 seconds for the rest of this race. But Guga, is he going to be the one to deny the double Mercedes podium and put himself on the podium for the second time or third time this season? I'll have to double check that real quick. I think it will only be the second time though. Oh, it'll be the third time. He's had 2 P3s, so you can make it a third. 3 3s. It's a 6-7 for Guga, just like SNF Wolf did the last time around. I would check the race director, but I just don't want to get glitched out of the game. I'm not too sure if they fixed it or not. Random rouge sequence they go. SNF Wolf all over the back of Guga. Oh, there you go. Guga gone a bit defensive, pushing him to the outside, but SNF Wolf, he knows he has the spot. He turns into the apex. Oh, there's an incident at the back. Kizzy's around. What do we call it? Styrofoam is flying everywhere. Juicebox is behind J-Man now. And I couldn't quite catch what happened there. But we move. Battle for P3. That has been for the past, I want to say, 26 laps basically. A constant battle for the last spot on this podium. It's still raging on. Let's see. Constantly DRS stopping, but still not gaining on PS1 too much. It'll be an interesting last couple laps for sure. Stick around. Let's Guga up the inside. Or staying up the inside as he goes through the bus stop chicane. There you go, SNF Wolf using the DRS to perfection. Going for the overtake on Guga. I think might be a little bit of DRS play. Guga just trying to stay ahead as much as he can. It is flashing. Might be low on ERS. We'll see in due time. But I'll be drifting the quickest lap of the race. I'll say it was about 14 seconds before. I think he's brought that down to about 12 or 11 seconds as Guga retakes the position for P3. I'll say everyone, sorry for the cluster and commentating. I'm trying to be as, I guess, non-talkative as I can so I can get through this whole race without being too without my throat hurting too much from talking. So I can go through my 100% race later tonight in Tier 1 at 4:30. It's a bit of an earlier one. But we'll catch the Tier 1 lads at 4:30 going for their race in about an hour and a half's time. About half an hour probably till this race is done. And that's Kizzy going slow once again. He's just getting out of the way. Being a nice little lapped car. Being a nice person, but I wouldn't be surprised if he might retire this lap around. He's a lap down. Even if there's a late safety car. Probably won't bring him into the pits. Back into contention for any positions. So, he just keeps on going. Been a good sport. Doing all laps he can do. It has gotten a lot sunnier though. The clouds have opened up. Let's see what will unfold in these dying laps. See, will Google relinquish P3 once again as a DRS swap? He's gone defensive. I don't think he wants to lose this position, but I think it will be a given every lap. Oh no, Guga's been able to hold on to it for the first time in a couple laps. For that bit of burn, did SNF Wolf not try as hard? It was very interesting to see. See, Guga through a long left hand as they go. And it looks like it's only, it's about 12-second gap, 13-second gap. RB Drift has been able to close in a second or two with no DRS help to this battle for P3. So I think if they start battling with about 10-ish laps to go, like really hardcore battling, there might be a chance for RB Drifts to close in on those fresh tyres. But I think Broadstar, if anything, will be able to benefactor Google there with these 3-lap fresher tyres. Yeah, as everyone thinks, it's a 100% race. Tyre wear difference won't be as intense as real life, or intense as a 50%. It's still crazy, but I think they're going a little bit slow, playing a little bit of DRS chicken. So go through side by side to the bus stop chicane. Who got DRS? It was Wolf, and he stays ahead and is able to throw a little gap. I think they're playing a little bit of DRS chicken, and it's bringing everyone else back into play. Oof. Let's see, it's like a very fun race is about to start unfolding. Let's see, Guga, DRS about to go wide open. SNF Wolf just not trying to challenge it too hard. They saw them battle. He saw the time loss to Sparks last time round. It was about 3.6 seconds, but brought back up now. And, oh geez, Guga 7/10 up on his previous personal ever best lap of this race. Sparks with another 3-second penalty. You know what? Let's go back to the penalties. Let's see where everyone is at. That's that. Penalties. Everyone's basically got a 6-second, except for RB Drift. So if you get within 3 seconds of Broadstar, that'll be a top 6 for him. After a very weird strategy call, I gotta say, at the start of this day. But Rapid Mickey, I wouldn't say he's really run away with this race. He just played the strategy to perfection. Had those few blistering laps, a lap or two of blistering pace straight out of the pit lane, and the gaps kind of just stayed there. He's just played this race from a strategic perspective, just to absolute perfection. So was Pierce Bomber, and then Kizzy with another penalty. What I say, we're gonna get up into the 9 seconds, but Kizzy has outdone me. We are in the 12-second bracket of track limits penalties. It's not what the team, I'd say, want to see. But Guga, fastest lap of the race, I was about to say, he did seem to put in a big push lap last time round. With that fastest lap, and I don't think that'll be beat unless someone goes for a late time attack on all tyres. I'm about to say, Sparks into the pit lane for a new front wing, and Common United and Bug Jump going for a nice little side-by-side action back in the pack here. Might not be battling for a podium place, but they are certainly battling for points. Kizzy with more penalties to his name, 15 seconds now. If anything, he might be dropping back. He might give his teammate a helping hand. Everyone else might give an opposition a helping hand with that DRS. But we'll see. This Belgium doesn't seem to have the pace. And we go back to Guga and SNF Wolf as they close in to lap his teammate. If I was Guga's teammate right now, I'd be seeing him closing in and dragging some nice DRS. After red in the rouge, but might have a couple laps when he might need it more. Also, if I missed some, I must have missed it. SNF Wolf with 9 seconds of penalties. I'm actually not observing, but it's been too long of a race. It's still got 10 more to go. It's like Guga just hunting to not get that extra 3 seconds, and he might have this locked in. Broad start. It's now 11 seconds after Sparks' pit stop. Broad start now under huge pressure from RB Drifts as Wolf and Guga once again do Red and No Rouge side by side already almost before the DRS zone. Let's see what will happen. Will SNF Wolf be able to go past once again? No Guga on the burn is by the looks of it. Or SNF Wolf maybe trying to save ERS for that. Yeah, maybe trying to fake him into that I don't have enough straight line speed to pass you mentality. Maybe he's just sticking in none down the straight, you know, just going like, oh no, I've lost all my straight line speed. I know I've done that in the past and it has worked. Only on one occasion, but it has worked before. But I just think Wolf, he doesn't think he has the corner pace to stay ahead. And also I've missed RB Drifts. And his way past Broadstart. It looks like with pretty much ease, as he's already put in a little bit of time between the two of them. Instead of Wolf, as you can see, that front wing is hurting him a bit. It's just last sector. He just doesn't quite have that speed. As his teammate gets out of the way, he doesn't want to impede that race any more than he has to. And Spicy, well, I'm not sure if he's back in his car or not. We'll pop his telemetry and just analyze. That does look like a human error though, so let's just analyze his braking. Yeah, that doesn't look too much like an AI. It's right on board. Yeah, it looks like he's back in his car. Kizzy, 18 seconds of penalties. Looks like he's almost given up at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if he's making his way into the pit box anytime soon. No, he's not. He's still chugging on. Ooh, what have I missed? Piers Bomber, it's 5.3 seconds. 5.3 seconds. Now, does Rapid Mickey hit a cliff? I think we'll pop telemetry and see otherwise, because no, it doesn't. Just seems like Piers Bomber just has this late race worn tire pace. RB Drifts with the quickest lap of the race. Why not RB Drifts? Sparks with the quickest lap of the race on those fresh soft compounded tire. And yep, 12 seconds to this battle for P3 for RB Drifts. So they're close together. Spicy, one of my championship contenders, just looking quite where he wants to be. Pierce Bomber though, by the looks of it, will hold on to his championship lead. Yeah, man, he was looking to be a championship contender at the start of the season, but he's missed a couple rounds. You know, he's had some time off, and just doesn't like it's been his last couple of rounds. Well, hopefully that'll change in the near future for the Aston Martin TP. At least one of his drivers is up in the top 6, earning some nice and valuable points, sticking with RB Drifts as he does close in very tightly on this top 3 position. And Pierce Bomber, more lap time out of the bag. Gives you another warning. I think that's 21 seconds without even having a look. Let's see what will happen. Gap's down to 4.4 seconds. What is happening? And I think, yeah, Kizzy has retired from the session. Doesn't want to have to put in any more laps than he has to. So Wolf looking super close. He just, yeah, it doesn't seem, as the past couple laps as I've been saying, he doesn't have the speed through the tighter corners. I mean, but Broadstart, he doesn't seem to want to let RB Drifts get away. I'm sticking that DRS unlike some others haven't been able to. But, yes, this is a very big battle for P3. And it looks like Rapid Mickey has responded a bit, bringing that gap back up, but I don't think it will last. Pierce Bomber has been on a charge these past couple laps. You know what? Let's see what happens going into this last chicane. Not just like doing much. I want to look at how Rapid Mickey's doing over a lap, because he's lost a lot of time. He's having to do anything. Something happened to his car. He hit a curb too hard. It's very confusing. Or he's losing so much time after having such a commanding lead. We'll see what his ERS is like. He's pushing as well. He's just losing a lot of lap time. No, but SNF Wolf gets past Guga once more to solidify in that position. But yeah, looks like I've cursed and Pierce Bomber has lost a bit of time now. Well, as you go, I'll stop watching. Maybe we'll start getting some time back. Who knows? Guga still all over the back of SNF Wolf as he's now made his bid to lead this race. Mewburn and Sparks going side by side. Sparks on those really fresh shock compound tires, doing all a-okay. Guga though, he's ready to make that position back after losing it half a lap ago, all over the grass and curbing. So these tier 2 drivers will be doing a lot of info gathering for their tier 1 teammates, telling them how their tires are faring, how the percents are going, how long these tires can last. J-Man with another penalty. Let's pop the penalties one more time. Seen them all race long, but Wolf with the 9-second. He surely just has to be begging that Guga gets one anytime soon. It is easy as pie to get it around this track. With all the flat curbing on exits. It's incredibly easy. You know what? I'm going to risk it. See what our warnings are for Guga. That's three warnings in one lap. Yeah. Looks to be taking it pretty easy, does Guga. As it goes, Sparks on the fastest lap of the race. Guga back into P3. About 10 laps to go. This is their 10th last lap. Let's see what can be done. So yeah, Gaps kind of stayed the same. Looks like Mickey's figured out his problem. Although Pierce Bomber has reached that drop off. So much racing going on. This is battle for P3, which I'm not gonna lie, I did expect to happen through this race, but I think we'll be seeing some very feisty driving happening between these two in the last couple closing stages. Yeah, SNF Wolf all over the back of you, go through the bus stop chicane. They're pushing a lot harder now as This race is coming to a close. Lap times are lowering as the track is getting more of that rubber back. The track is starting to evolve through this race. See Guga, I think he's just I hope that Guga is thinking about warnings right now, just trying to keep it in those white lines, because I'll say gonna give him a little bit of a hand, but he's driven a really good race, and I gotta say, also driven a really good race has been Rapid Mickey and PS Bomber. They've just stormed away from the pack. Excellent strategy, and so even though the game will probably give it to Broadstone in this race so far, bar any late errors, I'm gonna say Rapid Mickey has driven an extraordinary race. All he's got to do is not get a second time penalty, because PS Bomber, he's there to strike if he has to. And I'll knock on wood just for Rapid Mickey's sake, and not curse him, not try to curse him. Let's come around for the 7th last lap of this Grand Prix. Once again, this 3rd and 4th place battle is still going on. It has been since lap 1. See, it looks like Sparks, even if he can't get past Broadstone, will get the jump on him as well. That was spicy. He might be able to catch up to his teammate, swap positions with him. Too many position changes down the field. Looks like Juicebox though it might be lapped in the net by the end of this race. That's really a hard thing to tell. I really hope you start doing some hardcore fighting, can't lie. Sparks with another time penalty. Looks like he does have to pass Broadstock. Cursed him a little bit. You know, it's late enough the race. Let's get something interesting happening here. Telemetry is getting pulled up, and we'll see both of them are charged up. Guga, look at that. He's in none. He's trying to get a nice little charge to defend from SNF Wolf. Go across the line as Guga's still battling for this P3 on track. But you know what? I think Sparks. He'll be a nice one to go on board with. He'll be attacking his last couple laps the best he can do. Look at that. I think Broadstone is good out of his way. He doesn't want to deal with the heat of Sparks. Maybe just lost some traction. See though, that's in a full 4 tenths back, 5 tenths back. Just using this. Oh, jeez, the burn. SNF Wolf must have lost a lot of time on the exit of turn 1. And SNF Wolf, he just does not seem to have this pace through the corners that Guga is displaying. This we'll see in due time. Also though, he doesn't want to seem to give up this P6, but it seems like he will have to in the end. Our leader has not got the ERS advantage. I think they won. I know they're 4.5 seconds apart, but if you think about it, it's really a second and a half. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look at PS Bomber's warnings. He's gotten 1 warning, 2 warnings. So I scratch that. PS Bomber might get a 3-second penalty, knock on wood. And J-Man's in the box. Either retire or fresh set of softs to take that fastest lap away. You're an SNF Wolf going to the last corner once again. Coming out with a 3-second penalty. It'll be a very interesting podium depending on who comes out here. It'll be a very it'll be a happy Cougar that didn't get the warning, or it will be SNF Wolf who's glad he got that overtake done after seeing Cougar get a penalty, if that may be true. So SNF Wolf, he just seems to be not just trying to assess where he's quicker, where he's slower, whether he has the opportunity to do anything. Yes, that's right. Mick hasn't won since last season because we are on round 6. There's been four race winners, 5 race winners, 4 race winners in the first 5. Looks like J-Man won't be coming last, perhaps. Instead of Wolf, he looks like he wants to get close. Maybe this lap is when he will want to pounce. J-Man, they're on those soft compounded tyres. He's going for his push lap. Mickey all out of battery, which is, I'm going to say, not a smart idea. If you have pace, it's not a good thing to be out of battery, especially when running by yourself. Good idea, but they are both basically charged to 100% almost. Surf Wolf, if he wants to save battery, he needs to be that lead car. He's very lacking on that battery. Now 1.4 seconds between our top 2. Just getting closer and closer and closer between every single close battle we have. Let's see what will happen. And a fourth, all of the back isn't being this close for a hot minute. Coming out in bug jump, having a little squabble. No, bug jump's boxed by the looks of it. But Peter's bomb up. He's actually closing into Juice Box. Will he get the DRS maybe? There's a question. That is a possibility. It might close in. That's SNF Wolf. If he wants to be leading this going on. If he wants a chance. Oh, Pierce bomb. What have I missed? A 3-second penalty. Not what he wants. But I think this is a solid. Oh, I'll be just going slow. But the only thing that can damper Rapid Bicky's. Rebound's retired. That's a safety car. Holy moly. This is what the race needed. A very late race safety car. Okay. This just got interesting again. I think I'm going to have a very eventful time trying to cover all of this. Spicy got a drive through as well. Oh, no. Oh, okay. This will be one interesting race. And Podster's retired from the session as well. What is happening? He was trying to come into the pits and bend it in a wall, of all things. Let's see. We will most certainly see. Oh my god, this is exactly what the F1 gods were ordering. There's an all-out brawl now for our top positions on the podium. It's given a second wind. Everyone has penalties. It will be an all-out brawl. if I was any of these drivers in the top 4, I would go soft compound of tyres. Because what else is there to go on? Those juice box had to stay out so you don't cause a kerfuffle. But oh my. Let's get these tyres up for when they all do box or finish boxing. This way, yes. Rapid Mickey in, Pierce Bomber in, Guga should be coming in ever so this minute. Oh, why you gotta be like this? Like, no offense to you, Juice Box, but so that's a smart move. Everyone, I don't think will be liking you too much. Could have unlapped yourself, but I guess you chose not to. Then again, might be able to get the jump, perhaps. Oh no, they're not. Looks like, well, not like they're going to be battling for the win anyway, but looks like the top 2 will be clear of the field. No chances. So, looks like it's going to be a nice all-out brawl. Top 2 and ever so onwards. It is going to be a 2-lap shootout for the win of this race. Everyone's on the soft compound attire. Penalties. Everyone knows they are going green. Green flag racing. Man, NASCAR came out. But we DRS on the last lap of this race. Guga's gotten the jump. He might be able to stick with his top 3 if he has the chance. No, Juice Box, he's getting out of the way. He's being a nice sport. Looks like he's trying to let as many people as he can through. But I said, Wolf has lost a lot of time to Guga, who is now firmly in the battle for this top P1 position, where, I'm not going to lie, I don't think he'll care that he's got an extra 3 seconds of penalties over them. He is still going to go for it all that he can. Let's see, though. Mickey and Pierce Bomber, Pierce Bomber is just wanting to be the first 3-time winner this season. Just as he was the first 2-time winner, he's looking to get 3 wins for the season, 3 times more than anyone else has combined. Though, as much as everyone else has combined, not 3 times many, but yeah, as you can see, Pierce Bomber, he just seems a bit more confident. So let's see what this ERS usage is. Oh my, he has got the mother load. Oh, so has Guga, but he's dropped out. He's going to have to be pushing a little bit on this back straight. Mickey and Pierce Bomber are pushing. They're so very hard already this lap. Guga, if he didn't have that penalty and they were all even on pens, it'd be very interesting to the last line. Oh my. Big incident. Wolf, Sparks, and Drifts all out of this race. No, the incident is cleared. That's awful. But Pierce Bomber and Rapid Mickey, they're going 3 wide almost. Oh, jeez, Guga. Not where position you want to be in with that penalty. As they're going nearly side by side. Oh, Guga with another 3-second penalty. It's a 9-second penalty in total. But he's still got that P3 on lock. I think he's just going to stay out of trouble. But he's still going for that win on track. I can't blame him. He's going for the P2 on track. On Pierce Bomber. Nah, he just loses out. He's just got to sit back there and let them do their thing. Pierce Bomber very lacking on the ERS. But Rapid Mickey's burning it all. He doesn't know that he doesn't have to. He had the advantage. Oh, he's putting all of his advantage away in the bin. This is not what he needs to be doing. He needs to be saving all of that ERS going into this final sector. Yeah, he might be getting that little gap through the middle of the lap, but with a 10% advantage, anything is possible. It's going to be all about where and how they use their ERS. Pierce Bomber already on the burners. He's already got a heap of an advantage over him. They're basically even on pace. Let's run a ball with Pierce Bomber as he closes all the way on Rapid Mickey. I expect a last corner late dive bomb. Let's see what will happen. Rapid Mickey doesn't go defensive. Pierce Bomber, he sends it from years back. Will he try to get the switch back? Oh, Rapid Mickey defends it nice. Pushes him a little off the track. Pierce Bomber out of battery. And it's Rapid Mickey with the win. Oh, that was very close. Spicy with a 20-second for not serving the drive-through, but I still think he'll somehow finish P4. Wow, I did not expect that boring of a race to end with that amazing of a result. We will quickly jump to Discord and try to get these boys in the chat, but that was one lovely race. 3, Mickey, Bomber, and Guga. I'll just get a screenshot of that one real quick. And Bug Jump, I gotta say, he did not have an amazing race, but yeah, I gotta say, in the game I give him drive of the day, but with that last lap shootout, Rapid Mickey, he dealt with the pressure, he played the strategy to perfection. So he will be my driver of the day for certain. And we will wait for Pierce Bomber to get into the paddock VC before we start our interviews. He's in. Oh, it's now raining in the end screen, but it was your race winner Rapid Mickey, Pierce Bomber, who collected the fastest lap in P2 from Guga, Spicy, Bug Jump, who utilized all the incidents to find his way into the top 5. J-Man P6 after a little stint at the back of this grid. Com United, Juicebox, and the DNS of Wolf, Wolf, Sparks, Drifts, Broadstar, Mewburn, Kizzy, Baker, Balan, and Firestrike. Only, 8 finishes. And, a lot of, I didn't quite catch what happened there. I doubt our podium getters will, so I bet you there'll be some incidents in the stewards chat later tonight. But we'll cut into the showroom, then we'll start with our interviews. You know what? I can't wait for the showroom. We'll start with our interviews. Guga Are you? How are you? How were you? How'd you find yourself through that race? You're battling for P3 for basically the whole race. The late race safety
Yeah.
car, and just how are we going? Especially trying to battle at the end with those top two.
Well, it was really fun racing against Wolf. I really enjoyed that. And then at the end, I knew there wasn't a chance to actually win with my penalties and such. So I just tried sticking behind until that final lap, turn one, where they all bunched up. And yeah, kind of wish the rain stayed for the whole race. I found myself pretty confident there. And yeah, that's my view of the race.
Well, it's a nice collection of points. I think after all the calamities that have happened, this might even put you further into that battle for the championship. But you still got you gained on Sparks, Wolf, and Spicy all in the championship. This might put you into that top three consideration. It's your third of the season. You looking to collect a second soon, or you're just happy to be on these podiums, or you're just looking for more still?
I'm happy to be scoring podiums, but if I really want to actually start trying to win, I need to work on my one lap pace. My qualifying is not good at all, so I'm just happy for podiums at this point.
Yeah, well, tier two is where you learn. You learn how you get your one lap pace down. You learn your racecraft. Learn your pace throughout a race. It's an excellent drive by you to finish in P3. Um, oh now, oh actually, I won't miss it this time. I'll look at the next race, which is our Portimao round. How you looking there? How you looking for Portimao?
Oh, I'm going to be struggling heaps. I hate Portugal so much, so that's great.
Well, welcome to the gang.
Yeah,
We'll see you next week out at Portimao. Pierce Bomber,
thanks.
I got us extending your well, extending really your championship lead over the following pack. You're battling with you're battling near the front in the rain. Mickey played a really nice strategy in the crossover period, got the gap, and you did close it. You were closing the gap a little bit. You know, come back up, go back down a little bit. You got the penalty. How'd you feel throughout your race? And yeah,
Um, Mickey was on a whole different level. He was quick all race, and towards the end, that last safety car kind of sort of messed us up, but at the same time, it didn't. It helped me, but then the 3 second ruined me. But I have nothing much to say. Just amazing driving from Mickey. Kept it clean all race. Just lovely.
yeah. How you It's like I asked Guga, how you feeling for Portimao?
I haven't done a single. I don't even haven't even driven the track in this game, so it's going to be a struggle.
Well, that might be a grace for the rest of the drivers in tier two. And Mickey now, our race winner, my driver of the day, an amazing performance throughout the whole race. Uh, Excellent strategy with that crossover period. How was your race from your perspective?
Wait. Yeah, okay, it's working. Holy crap. That was like the scariest race I've ever done in my life, man. Like at like the start, I loved the wet. Like I did like a practice lobby with Wolf early in the week. Felt pretty good with it. So when the rain came, I loved it. And then mate, I thought I was like gone, and then I had a little bit of an incident in turn one. I think like in the lap 30s, and I thought I just messed up the whole race for myself. And I was going to give it to PS Bomber, but managed to hold on. And then during the end of like, I think last lap, yeah, my heart, I could not feel it. Like, that was the worst experience I've ever felt in my life, but happy to win.
Yeah, well, what do you call it? You did what you had to do, especially during the bus stop chicane. Pierce Bomber sent it. You held him wide, didn't give him any room. But you walked away with the win and excellent drive. My drive of the day. How are you looking for Portimao in a week's time?
Oh, horrid. I haven't done that track at all, and last year when I was doing it, I was pretty bad. So not excited at all.
Oh, that's seems to be a theme with us for that this top three. Um, well, that's your fifth different race winner of the season. And we will be back, and I won't be in the comms box. We'll be seeing some new faces in the comm box later tonight for the Tier 1 race. And I'm not too sure how the reserves are looking for Tier 1, but you might see some of these Tier 2 drivers in Tier 1 for tonight if they're really up for it. And I'll probably be back here next week with Tier 2. So wherever you want to go, I'll be seeing you later this afternoon at 4:30 for Tier 1, or I'll see you all next week for Portimao Tier 2. And it's me, Taipan.